Okay, so today again, and today's title is solving equations with variables on both sides. So I put what I'm calling our first unofficial example right here. It says 9m equals 4m minus 35. So we have 9m over here, but we also have 4m over here, and never have we seen this before where there's variables on both sides of the equal sign. What we want to make sure we do is, as always, keeping our equation balanced, but we want to get them all to one side. So we want to get all variables to one side. So just kind of make a note of that. So how would I do this? Well, this is a positive 4m. So I'm going to minus 4m from both sides. Well, if I do it to this side, I have to do it to this side, because we have to keep our equation balanced. 9m minus 4m is 5 equals, this cancels, we get negative 35. Well, we've seen this is just a one-step equation where we divide 5 on both sides, and m equals, remember this is 1, negative 7. And that's our final answer. So let's keep all that in mind, that we want to get all of our variables to one side. And as always, we want to keep our equation balanced. So let's go to our example number 1. Well, now we have 7 minus 6u equals 5u plus 29. We want to get all of our variables to one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 6u to this side. So I'd add 6u to this side. This cancels. I get 7 equals 5u plus 6u is 11u plus 29. Well, now I have a two-step equation, don't I? We've seen a ton of these where I minus 29 from both sides, minus 29 from both sides. I get 11u over here equals 7 minus 29 is going to give me a negative 22. Now I divide both sides by 11 because, of course, I want to get that variable all alone. I get negative 2 equals u, or u equals negative 2. So why did I add 6u to both sides up here? Why didn't I subtract 5u from both sides? We could have done that. Doesn't matter which one you do. A lot of times people will tell you, oh, I just wanted to get rid of this negative, so I didn't want to subtract 5u, I wanted to add 6u. But you'll see that it doesn't matter which one you do first. All right, example 2. 10 minus d equals negative 34 minus 5d. So, again, which one do you want to do? Do you want to add d to both sides over here? Or do you want to add 5d to both sides? It doesn't matter which one you do. You'll end up getting the same answer. So, what I want to do is add 5d. Add 5d. So I get 10. Negative d plus 5d is going to give me a positive 4d. That equals negative 34. Well, now again, I just have a two-step equation. All my variables are on one side, right? All my d's are over here on the left. I minus 10 from both sides. So this cancels. I get 4d equals negative 34 minus minus 10 is going to give me a negative 44. So I divide both sides by 4. I get d equals negative 11, because a negative divided by a positive is a negative. All right. So now we've done variables on both sides, numbers on both sides. Now, of course, we're going to take it one step further and do distributive property on both sides. So what do we do first? We distribute our outside number on both sides separately to each of our insides. So 4 times w gives us 4w. So, right, 4 times w. 4 times negative 6 gives us a negative 24. That equals 3 times w, which is 3w, plus 3 times 1, which is 3. Well, now these look just like the ones that we've been doing in the previous examples. So what do I want to do first? Well, I want to subtract 3w from both sides. Okay, now again, it wouldn't matter. We could also subtract 4w from both sides, but if I subtract the 3w, I'm not really working with negative numbers anymore, because right here I might get 0, but right here I just get a positive 1w. 1w minus 24 equals 3. Now I add 24 to both sides. This is like a one-step equation, right? This is w equals, this cancels, 3 plus 24 is 27. Okay, so we've had all of our types of variables on both sides. Now, of course, it's time for the U-try. So try these out, A, B, C, and D. I'm going to flash not only the answers, but the work. I've gotten requests from students to do that. So I'm going to flash both the answers and the work, but pause and first see if you could do it by yourself. All right, so the answers for the U-tries. A, the answer is -7. And if you need to see the work for these, just pause it. B, the answer is U equals -3. C, the answer is D equals -8. And D, the answer is P equals +9. So let's move on. Example 4 says 80 decreased by 3 times the number is the same as 5 times the number increased by 8. Find the number. So we have 80 right here, 80, decreased by 3 times a number, so decreased by 3 times a number, that's x, is or equals 5 times a number, 5 times a number, 5x, the same number, plus 8. So it's just a long equation. What do we do first? We want to get our x's on one side of the equation, or on one side of the equal sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I get 80 equals 8x plus 8. Then, of course, this is a two-step equation, so I want to minus 8 from both sides. I get 72 equals 8x. 72 divided by 8 is going to give me x equals 9. And you're done. Remember, these ones are on your worksheet down at the very bottom. Next example, this is on the back of your worksheet. It says the square and the triangle have equal perimeters. Find the value of x, then find the perimeter. So the value of x first, and then we're going to find the perimeter. So remember, perimeter is just this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. And the perimeter of the triangle is going to be this side plus this side plus this side. So we're going to do all the perimeter stuff in green, and I'll do solving for x stuff in red. So I've set it up. I've said there's 4 sides of this triangle. Each side is diagram. Each side is x minus 3. These little dashes mean all 4 of these are the same. So that's going to give us the that's going to give us the value of x for the square. It's equal to 8, right here, this 8, and 2 x's, right? The perimeter of the triangle. So let's distribute this. I get 4x minus 12 equals 2x plus 8. Remember, what I'm trying to do when variables are on both sides is get our x's all to one side. So I'm going to minus 2x from both sides. I get 2x minus 12 equals 8. Now I'm going to add 12 to both sides. This is just a two-step equation. We've seen hundreds of these. 2x equals 20. Now what do I do? Now I want to get this x all alone. Remember, isolate. So x equals 10. Now I'm not done. Even though x equals 10, we still want to know what the perimeter is. So find the value of x. It equals 10. Now find the perimeter. And remember, I told you perimeter we're going to do in green. So perimeter of the the rectangle is right here. It's 4 times x minus 3. And since we know x is 10, let's put in 10 for x. So let's do it over here. 4 times 10, or x minus 3. Well, 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So the perimeter is 28. Now, since the perimeter for the square is 28 and the square and the triangle are equal, both perimeters are 28. So you just did 2 problems in one, and you're done. Remember, all of these examples are on tonight's worksheet, so please use them to complete the worksheet.